Hello.
Hello.
The title of my testimony is, I learned to follow Jesus by denying myself. Luke chapter 9 verse 23 is the key verse. Then he said, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Part 1, seeking a selfish life. In verse 23, Jesus teaches what we must do when we confess that Jesus is the Christ of God. I confess that Jesus is the Christ, the Lord of my life. Through this testimony, I want to prayerfully accept the life that Jesus wants me to live. Hi, I'm Ryzewski. I grew up in a Catholic family. My father was a responsible, dependable, and hardworking man. My mother was loving and sacrificial, and thank God can be here this weekend. I was a good Catholic boy. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, and I even obeyed the speed limit. I went to church every week. If I had heard Jesus saying at that time, "Rich, deny yourself," I would have said to myself, "No, why? I'm a good person." When I was 16 years old, though, my father was killed in a car accident. I was shocked and fearful. I didn't know how to deal with the whole situation. I didn't want to think about anything, especially the death of my father. I began to ignore the reality, saying, "Oh, God will provide." I just kept on doing what I wanted to do. I began to work out to build a strong body. I even joined a Polish dance group, smiling big and traveling to many places with my dance group. I wanted to be happy and enjoy the world. I began to study the Bible when I was a freshman in Columbia in 1996. My Bible teacher at one point told me to write down all my sins, as many as I could remember. I was offended and told him, "This is private." At that time, I also had several girlfriends. Several of them really liked me and committed themselves to me. But I didn't. I only enjoyed them. I even had a girlfriend named Andrea who followed me to a Bible conference. Also, I had a dream of becoming a famous TV anchorman, like Peter Jennings, interviewing Michael Jordan or Oprah Winfrey. However, after graduation, I couldn't even find a full-time job in my field for almost 4 years. At last, I took a job as a police officer after 10 weeks of physical training. I thought that I would work as a police officer temporarily and look for a job as a reporter at the same time. I also wanted to go to law school and become a Christian lawyer. However, nothing worked out. I became hopeless and depressed. To make things even worse, my younger sister followed my bad example. It became just like me. She wanted to become an actress and move out with her boyfriend. This event really helped me see who I really was. Part 2, follow Jesus. In 2004, out of desperation, I attended the MSU Summer Bible Conference. There I accepted Jesus as my King and Christ and made a decision to deny myself and follow Jesus. I started to come to Sunday worship service regularly. Since my decision, God has blessed me to grow and experience the joy of seeking God with all my heart through daily prayer and personal Bible study. I also accepted God's calling as a campus shepherd and started to teach the Bible one-to-one. And in order to commit myself fully to campus mission to be a shepherd, I prayed for a job near the church. God helped me to find a perfect job at Northwestern University as a police officer. God also made a way for me to move only 1 block away from the church into common life. For this, I had to deny my comfortable and selfish suburban lifestyle. However, God blessed my decision with Christian fellowship with brothers like Philip Lloyd, and Alan Prouty, and Tim Fitch, so we can all practice Jesus' love, teaching together. Also, through my job, God opened an opportunity to study for a master's degree. At that point, my shepherd encouraged me to pursue my education further. So I enrolled in the master's degree program of Public Policy Administration at Northwestern University. The program started up very easy. I got 2 A's from the beginning with my shepherd's help and Dr. Sarah Wong. However, when I had to write a long research paper, I began to realize that I was not even capable of writing. I couldn't even write a 3-page research essay. I began to look down on myself. I felt that I was very dumb. I really wanted to give up. I even dropped the class and wanted to drop out of the program. Also, in my shepherd's life, I faced several challenges. My Bible students didn't grow. They seemed to be the same always, just like me. I felt I was not a good shepherd. I wanted to give up. I thought I would be a failure, even in Jesus. But today, I want to hear Jesus' voice of, "Rich, deny yourself." Jesus wants me to deny my despair and unbelief, and to trust in Him alone, and depend on Him. Amen. Jesus gave me a cross also of studying hard, depending on Him for His wisdom. Jesus also gave me a cross of raising His disciples. In order to do that, I must deny my self-dependency and unbelief, and depend on Jesus alone. He is the only one who could help my sheep grow. It is not easy though, because I work the midnight shift from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Therefore, I always feel tired, and I have to sleep during the day while students are up. It is a battle just to get up and to go to campus to have one Bible study. But I believe that this is the cross Jesus gave me to take up. He has strengthened me and has entrusted several sheep, even if I forget my appointments sometimes with them because of my sleep. Also, I have to deny myself and study hard. Humanly, I am not that able to study hard. It is very easy for me to become sleepy and distracted. My shepherd and Dr. Sarah Wan have helped me not to give up, but depend on God alone. I want to learn to deny myself and to depend on Jesus through my school study. I pray that Jesus may be glorified through my school study. So, after reading this passage, I asked, why should I deny myself and take up my cross daily? What is the point of doing all these things? It is to follow Jesus. It is to experience Him daily and grow to be like Him. Moreover, it is the way to gain a life that is eternal and most joyful. I thank and praise Jesus, who is the Christ, and who teaches me how to live on earth in order to have eternal life. One word, deny myself, take up my cross, and follow Jesus.